Good evening, everyone. I know a lot of my subscribers have asked me they had asked me out of curiosity to do a video of they were curious as to what if I used a fireplace, since I said I was off grid. And yes, so for the most part, I am off grid. I only use the computer when I have to do the recordings for my audience. But other than that, I have no time for a lot of the contraptions that we have today. And so I am mostly off grid, except when life forces you to do certain things. So I was about getting ready to retire for the night. It's much warmer these days here in the Lynchburg area. Thank the Lord for that, because it's really been an unusual year. It's been very cold, but now it's back to the normal temperatures in this area, which is normally 40s and 50s. It's not impossible to get into the teens at night, but it's rare. Usually the lows are around, on a good year, the lows are around the 30s at night, sometimes 20s, but usually the average temperatures are between 40s, and there are years when there's a lot of days that are 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm grateful for that, because that way I don't have to spend as much on fire, on logs and things like that, because it can get expensive to heat a home, and especially when you have a bigger home. These old homes are much more difficult to maintain. I would not have it any other way, though. I would never want to have some of those, what do they call those, modern cookie cutter townhouses, or where the walls are paper thin. These old homes were built to last. They were built by a very different breed of men than what we have today, and they were built to last. But they do require a lot of work. They require, as I've mentioned in a lot of my videos, they require a lot of work. You have to know what you're doing. And it's not easy being off grid, but it's very rewarding, the freedom that it gives you. A lot of people, they're so dependent on things that they don't realize just how rewarding it can be to do things your own way, to do things manually, to do things, for example, cooking from scratch, using lard, making your own yeast for bread. All of those things are in the long term very rewarding. So anyway, this was a very short video, and I thought that you'd find it, some of you had asked me, but as you can see, by the way, from the candles, I do have candles, and I have a gas light, or an oil lamp specifically, but commonly called gas lamps in colloquial. People just know them that way. But it's not technically gas lamp. It's an oil lamp. But that one that you see is from the 1860s. It's from the 1860s, and you have to when you use them, they do tend to get the shade. The glass tends to get dark, so you have to often clean. They used to clean lamps a lot, so I had to learn to do that couple of years ago, but it's very rewarding. As you can see, it gives off very good light. I'm not distracted by screens, except now that I'm recording this, but it's going to be turned off very soon. And we should all reduce our screen time as much as possible. It's not healthy to be all the time online. I know that there's a lot of people that they would probably have a heart attack if they had to do things like read and get off the grid, but I know that there's a lot of you who would agree with me. Anyway, may you all have, by the time you see this video, I don't know when it's going to be uploaded. It all depends on my assistant here. But once it's uploaded, whenever you see it, I wish you all, as always, a good night or a good day. And I hope that my channel continues to bless you with rigorous mathematics. Thank you all.